been pulled over before, been in a fight, and have been thousands of feet in the air without an ounce of nerves. But let me get in front of the class to present, and boom, I'm straight cooked. School presentations for me were like cooking without a recipe. You throw in whatever you think sounds good and hope it turns out right. But most of the time, it wouldn't. Like in my case, I'd come out with a chum bucket seal weenie deluxe ass presentation. And can someone explain to me why every time I was up to present, I was looking like Drake on that airplane, just straight Brit? LitBlood, it looks like it's your turn to present. Yeah, just give me 1 minute. Nope, I already warned the class to be ready when I call you up, so go up right now.
A few moments later.
I'll give you extra credit if you let me slap it. Wait, what? Worst part of presentations is always the start. Because as soon as you're up there, everyone's analyzing your confidence levels like they got some scouter on from Dragon Ball. Like if I ever saw someone begin their presentation and the first slide was a basic white template from Google Slides, I knew the presentation was going to be more cheeks than an Ice Spice concert. And let me tell you, when teachers see no effort presentations, they take that as a sign of disrespect. Not trying in a teacher's class is like the equivalent of a diss track in their eyes. Why else do you think they get so heated when they catch you doing homework from another class? So with that being said, you can imagine how my teacher reacted when this one kid went up to the class and presented a 4-slide presentation with every slide having a minimum of 2 words and a basic Google Slides white background. That presentation was the worst thing I've ever witnessed, and I've seen your mom during parent-teacher conferences. Next time you want to disrespect me like that, at least put some effort in it. You know what? Nah, come up here, bruh. I'm about to give you hands, bruh, because you really got me tight now. Why would you ever come into my class and present that book? Like, bro, relax. I promise you, a presentation should never have you this heated. Just give bro the F and move on. Speaking of teachers though, you really had to hope you had one of those laid back teachers for presentations who would be lenient with grading, because if you didn't, you'd end up with a teacher who thinks they're a judge on Shark Tank or something, hyper focusing on everything from how you're standing all the way to the image you used on your presentation. Wow, that was a great presentation. I'm just wondering if you can confirm to me that that image on slide 5 was free to use and not copyrighted. Well, yeah, I mean, it's literally a picture of me. Yeah, but who took the picture though? My mom? Ooh, I'm gonna have to take off points. Unfortunately, you didn't cite that or get written permission from your mom to use that photo, so that's 10 points off. This nigga. And the thing is, these teachers would never give you an A unless you were literally up there presenting to the likes of a host in an award show. I feel like a lot of people forget that presentations are also supposed to be entertaining. So sometimes I'd like to throw in a little joke in my presentations, get the class laughing, but those strict teachers would never give in. I could say the funniest joke ever, have the whole class rolling, and they'd be staring back at me like I just told them that their mother has stage 4 cancer. And the only time these teachers would ever give someone an A was if you went tryhard. Like I remember this one girl did a whole 15-minute long presentation with like what had to be over 30 slides. Keep in mind, the presentation minimum length was only 3 minutes long. Her presentation was so long and boring that 3 students were asleep, and I was literally sitting behind the teacher watching him grade assignments for another class while just completely ignoring her yapping. And what made me even more tight was at the end of the presentation, the teacher had the nerve, bruh, the nerve to just straight up glaze and say that it was the best presentation he had ever heard. Like, nigga, you was not listening to one word about why the central nervous system is so important 101. I don't know if y'all ever had peer review presentations before, but how it worked for my class was when someone finished presenting, the teacher had a certain amount of students give compliments and criticisms. And I promise you, the whole thing always felt forced because sometimes there's literally nothing to critique or even compliment on a presentation. And I swear, some people would use peer reviews as a perfect opportunity to just straight up roast people without getting in trouble. Straight up had me feeling like they opened up a domain expansion called Infinite Roast Without Consequences. And yeah, that's my presentation. Great presentation. I just think you should have changed up the organizational structure of it. Maybe choose a different theme and font. And the topic was also kind of lackluster. Me personally, I think you are crazy meat riding right now. You got anything good to say about it? I mean, the monkey image you used on that slide is pretty good. Yo, teacher, you're just gonna let this slide? Well, I mean, it is peer review. Oh, okay. That's what we on? So just straight disrespect allowed in the classroom. Okay. Okay. I didn't know. So you're telling me she come up here and present, and I make fun of her brother having stage 4 cancer? That's cool? All right. I just want to make sure you weren't tripping. I mean, it is peer review. Nigga, shut your bitch. And honestly, all this makes me understand more why people would do anything to get out of presentations. One of my friends actually hadn't done his presentation and was literally up to present next, and I was straight confused because he looked mad relaxed for someone who hadn't done a single slide. Yo, bro, you're up next to present. What are you gonna do? Hey, man, just relax, bruh. Just watch and learn. So eventually he does get called up to present, but when he goes up to open up his presentation, all it says is corrupted file. And the teacher wasn't really tech savvy. You know, he was fighting in World War I with Duke Dennis second in command. That's how old he was. So he had no clue what was going on. And they spent 6 minutes straight up just trying to solve the issue until the teacher just gave up and said he could try again tomorrow. This dude literally found a website that purposely corrupts files and submitted the corrupted file. And it actually worked out for him. Honestly, bro, mad respect, bro. Game is game. Make sure to check out my last video on school lockdowns if you haven't already. It's a banger. And as always, guys, peace out and stay lit.